Hello, my name is Eric Landris, and today we're going to be talking about Hero SEO, the easy traffic boost. So this is really the best thing you could do when you start with a new client, or you have an existing website and you haven't done this on it yet. It's a super safe, super easy, and fun way to boost traffic on a website in a few simple steps. And once you do it, you'll feel as if you're pulling like the maximum efficiency out of a website and out of the search queries. It's going to reward the search queries that you're going after. It's going to reward the money keywords, the things that are making you traffic. So this might not give you a 400% traffic increase, but it could definitely increase the sales, because you'll see it's really the targeted keywords that we're going to be increasing, and therefore the traffic that you're going to get is really high quality traffic when you do this. So your clients will absolutely love you. It's a great way to look like a hero when you walk in. And if you have your own website, then do this on it. Okay, so what is it? Well, we're going to use the Jenga technique. So we're going to take a rank from the bottom and we're going to put it on top. I'm going to show you how you can be a hero with your new client. I'm going to show you an easy and safe way to get a 15% increase in some situations. And I'm just going to walk you through it. I'm going to give you some traffic, some examples, some techniques, and yeah, so let's jump right into it. So as I said, easy, super safe, no way of getting penalized. This is actually giving Google more of what it wants. So what is it? Well, we're going to be using the riding the wave concept that I've talked about in the past, but this is going to be the next level of that, and the application and how to really take it to the absolute next level in an easy, replicable way. You could even outsource this process if you have a worker, if you have an intern, or anyone that does any web work. This is a super easy process that they could do, and it's like just some work that's going to give some good results. So what is the ranking, riding the wave concept? Well, it's really simple. You go to Webmaster Tools, you click on search queries, and then those are the search queries that Google thinks you should already rank for. And all you need to do is add those words to your content, and that will increase relevance. When you increase relevance to the page by adding the exact search query, usually it'll result in increases in positions for about 1 to 4 positions. Sometimes there are exceptions where it increases even more, but in general, if by adding the exact keyword at the exact search query, it'll usually increase it by 1 to 4 spots, assuming it wasn't there before. So what you do is you increase many of these terms by the 1 to 4%. And we have the CRT curve, the most recent one study conducted by Slingshot, which kind of paints on the right-hand side, number 1 position is getting 18.2%, number 2 is getting 10% of the clicks, and then 3, and then as it keeps on going down and down and down and down. But you could tell that by increasing it by only a few positions, you could get a significant increase in click-through rate, which means a significant increase in traffic for the keywords that you already want to rank for. So imagine this. Just imagine that you do this process for 20 or even 100 queries on your website. And I'll show you it's super simple, super quick to do per query. But if you do this for, let's say 100 queries, you're going to have 100 keywords that are all bringing in more traffic. So you can see how this easily adds up really quickly and could increase your overall site traffic or the traffic for your client's website. And this is a no-brainer. You don't need you don't need to think, you don't need to negotiate, you don't need to email anyone. This is a really easy one to do. Okay, so here's my formula and process for increasing the best keywords, because you can't just take all the search queries and just let's just add them up. Most of the time there's just too many search queries, and the second reason is not efficient. So here's my efficiency method, the workflow. This is how to get the most the most bang for your buck, the best results. So what I do is, first step 1, go to Webmaster Tools, and on the left-hand side, sort by search queries. Then what you want to do is sort by 250 rows. This is going to be the first option. Sort by 250 rows. You'll get a good feel for how many you get. And then what you do is you want to sort by click-through rate. Now, the ones with 100 click-through rate, usually the reason it's 100 is because there's only been one search, and sometimes you're just at the top. So you're already number 1. You've gotten one search or 2 searches, and you're already number 1. Those are not worth dealing with. And the ones that have 0, most of the time they're not really worth dealing with, because either you're not relevant, or you're position number 40 or 50 or 60, and it won't do anything anyways. So what we're really looking for is the best keywords are going to be between 2 and 18% click-through rate. That means that you're getting 1 or 2 clicks or 3 clicks, and there is a decent amount of search traffic. So it's kind of like a combination of what we're looking for. We want queries that have traffic and queries that we're getting some clicks. And what that usually means is that you're between positions 4 and 12. 4 and 12 are going to be the general position that you're in when you look up click-through rate between 2 and 18%. And these are exactly the keywords we want to go after. These are the money keywords that we want to target, because increasing these by a few percentages or by a few spots will yield a lot of increase in traffic. So you'll see on the left, on the third column, the first arrow is, these are all sorted between 18% and 2%. And on the right hand side is a position, and you can see, we're at position 9, position 8, position 6. These are all the exact ranking spots that we want to target and increase. So this is exactly what we're going for. And if you want, I'm actually going to show you an example how to take it one step further and actually just pull out all the positions from 4 to 13. So if you actually you don't want to go by click-through rate, and you just want to go by raw position, because sometimes you're going to get a big increase from going from page 2 to page 1. So if you want to find all the results on, that are position 11, that are just on the edge of moving from page 2 to page 1, and you just want to concentrate on those, I'll show you how to do that as well. So this is going to be one of the most powerful and easy and safe techniques that you could do. And you just do this for your clients, you're going to see some good increases. And it takes about 3 weeks to a month for them to kind of kick in, because Google has to recrawl and recalculate everything. But once they do, it's free traffic. So let's just jump right into it, and nothing speaks better than actual real life example. I was getting this site here, Clutch Kills. This is going to be my favorite example site, because this is not a profitable niche. No one's stealing any keywords, and this is my favorite example. All right, so here's how you do it. First of all, you go to your Webmaster's website. Then you go search queries. I've done this already. Then the next step is you want to do it by sort by 250 rows. So then I'll show you the first option, sort by 250 rows. So you're going to get a whole list. Then what you want to do is you click on click-through rate, and it's just going to sort everything by click-through rate. So right now, the ones you want to concentrate on, like I said, is between 18% and 2% are usually going to be your best keywords, your must find. So over here, I have one, and you have this query right here. It says CS 1.6 practice maps. So this is going to be one query where I'm ranking right now at position 9.1. So if I increase this by 2, 3, 4%, this could result in a lot more clicks. Of course, there aren't that many impressions, but we could find one where we have, okay, cool. So here we go. 106 impressions, and that's only because I'm in position 8.6. So if I increase this, I will get more traffic. And obviously, this is a low traffic site. These are low traffic queries. This is just as an example. But once you get into your client's website or even your website, you're going to see some crazy numbers here. And this is going to be all of this times 10 probably. So you're going to see that you have a bunch of queries right here. And these are all perfect targets for things that we want to add. And when you look at your website, you're likely to have 10 times more, because, like I said, this is a small website. I just use it as an example for here and there. So how does it work? Well, actually, before I do this, let me take you to the next level of this whole thing, where what you could do is you could actually download this table. You download this table, or so open it with CSV, and I'm going to open up with Excel. Now, when you open it up with Excel, you get all these awesome other things that you could do. So let's what we're concentrating on, we're going to have queries. Usually the other thing you want to take a look is going to be average position. That's another thing that you could do. So let me just do this. What I do is I will data, and I will sort it, and I do a custom sort. and I will sort it by average position. So average position, small to largest, that's perfect. And now we're going to sort it by average position. And here on this column right here, can I just highlight this and make it bold? Yeah, all right, cool, whole column's bold. So this is all the average positions. So, like I said, if you're looking at the click-through rate chart, you could concentrate on a few things. So click-through rate chart, you could do this will be up to you. What I recommend is get the page 2s onto page 1s and get these, like let's say you get anything on from 6 to like 8, and you could boost it up to like 4 or even 3. This will give you a substantial boost in rankings. Hey, if you want to go for all the positions that are 4 to 7, you could do that as well, but sometimes this will be a bit more challenging. So what I usually recommend, or what you can start with, the really easy ones, the ones that you can start with, let's go back to the Excel chart. You will find all the rankings on position 11. So you have here we go, we have position 11 to 14 right here. So these are all rankings or keyword queries that we're currently on page 2 for, but we could be on page 1. If we just added this, we could be on page 1. And so let's just take this as an example. CSGO headshot training. So here we go. I would just take this query. Then what you do, and you could, by the way, if you just want to do it raw off of this, you could just take, could do exactly the same thing. Actually, why don't we just do this? Just take a query here. Oops, how to get headshots in CSGO. Then what you do is you go to Google, your favorite Google, you paste it in, how to get headshots in CSGO, and you will see all the rankings. Now what you want to do is you want to find your listing, and you want to find a page that your listing is on. And as we see, right, perfect, we're right here. This is this post. So you open a post, and you will figure out which page. All right, so this page, Google has determined that this page is almost relevant for what we want to do. And then what you do is you go edit post. And then all you do is you add this query. So you have to add it somewhere in the text. So getting headshots in Counter-Strike, CSGO. Okay, so remember that. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to go above it. Here's practice. So if you're looking for how to get headshots in CSGO, then this is what you're going to want to practice. Cool, done. Perfect. So now I added that exact string into here. So waited for an update. Okay, cool. Let's view the post. And that's it, right? So now what I would do is I would probably, well, this is not the keyword I did, but I would use, oh my God, I actually try to find the query. All right, cool. So this is the one I did. And then I would just say this one has been done. So I put a different color, or I don't know, whatever you want to do. Like it's just, there you go, done. This will be actually, I'll put the orange. This has been done. And then you can move on to the next one, right? So this is a really good one where it gets a lot of search traffic. We're in position 8, but actually when I searched it up, I was on page 2. And by boosting this one up, I'm likely to get a lot more traffic for this page. So, all right, perfect. And now you can see I just added it, and it should be, here we go. Here's a term that I just added. That's all you need to do. And then what you want to do is obviously go through the rest of your list, right? So you're going to go through and you're just going to add all of these, all of the ones that you have, and then this will increase traffic tremendously for the keywords that you should already be ranking for. Most of the time when I'm working with e-commerce or affiliate sites or a big, a larger commerce sites, what I'll see is I'll see some actual product questions. I'll see some product some variances in the product queries, and you just add these to the description of the product. You add the answers to that are in the product description, and this does tremendous work to rank and sell a lot more of those. So that's it in a nutshell. That is, you want to go through and you want to find all of those and add it. So if you have any questions, if you've enjoyed this, give me some feedback. If you have any questions, ask me in the support area. You could always email me at landstress@gmail.com.